Good evening. You are with the big story at 5 p.m. I'm Seher Zama. In the top focus, in yet another ugly controversy, the latest tweet here that's coming from the LG of Puducherry, Dr. Kiran Bedi, on the water crisis in Tamil Nadu and Chennai. She's insulted the people of Tamil Nadu for being weak and selfish. She's lashed out, citing bad governance, corrupt politics as reasons for this crisis. But interestingly, following this backlash, Dr. Bedi has offered a clarification saying that it was the people's perspective on that tweet, saying that a tweet was directed at the administration so that the government can actually address the suffering of people. But undoubtedly, this tweet has not gone down well with the people of Tamil Nadu, including political parties. The state government, though, is silent, but the main opposition, the DMK chief, MK Stalin, has condemned this tweet, saying that Kiran Bedi should now apologize immediately for degrading the people of Tamil Nadu, saying that she should not cross her boundaries and abstain from interfering in such matters.
இதில் அரசியல் கட்சியை விமர்சனம் செஞ்சால் கூட ஓரளவுக்கு அதை நாங்கள் தாங்கிக் கொள்ளக்கூடிய ஒரு சூழ்நிலையை பெற முடியும். ஆனால் அதையெல்லாம் தாண்டி தமிழக மக்களை மிக கேவலமான முறையில் கொச்சைத்தனமாக கோழைத்தனமானவர்கள் சுயநலமிக்கவர்கள் என்று அநாகரிகமான முறையில் ஒரு கவர்னர் தமிழக மக்களை பற்றி அவமானப்படுத்தக்கூடிய வகையில் பேசி அது பதிவாகி இருக்கிறது என்று சொன்னால், ஆகவே திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தை பொறுத்தவரையில் தமிழக மக்களை கேவலப்படுத்தி கொச்சைப்படுத்தி பேசியிருக்கக்கூடிய புதுவை மாநிலத்தினுடைய கவர்னருடைய கருத்து என்பது கண்டிக்கத்தக்கது.
Let's get in further inputs. We have these details with our correspondent Pramod with the aspect as far as revisiting her tweet there is concerned. Pramod, she's tried to explain that how Puducherry being right adjacent to Tamil Nadu, there's certain areas in explaining with the map that canals, cleaning up of canals that fall on each boundaries of the state and the union territory, and how people need to work for each other. She's taken the pain, of course, to come out with that long drawn out explanation after all the backlash of her insensitive words.
It surely is, because in democracy, anybody has a right to criticize. But here, the choice of words, that's a problem. Like, Kiran Bedi is holding a lieutenant governor's power, which means she has direct communication with the governor of the state, and she wants to reveal or explain something about, right now, how she's claiming that all the words were targeting towards the administration. She could have done it in various other ways, because that's how bureaucrats behave. But the way she said, those last two words about being cowardly and selfish, it will definitely not apply to the people of Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu has always been a rain deficit area, and the delta farmers, the people from Kanyakumari, be it the people from Chennai, every time they are struggling to maintain, to save water, and that way they are definitely water conscious. And you could not see any kind of instances in the state of Tamil Nadu where they are people are wasting water. So that way, Kiran Bedi's statement has definitely not gone well. At least, from DMK side, MK Stalin has come forward and condemned it. From the ADMK side, just a mere condemnation by Minister C.V. Shanmugam. Only that has occurred. But it is MK Stalin who has come forward and sought an apology. Only after that, Kiran Bedi is now providing an explanation that she's trying to target the administration. Yes, the administration is at they are supposed to diesel, which we are constantly saying about taking care of water bodies. Kiran Bedi, a lieutenant governor who has various other means to make the actual state government to do that all. But instead of doing that, she has gone to Twitter. Not exactly why.
That's right. Pramod, we're going to be getting in more reactions, more views on this in just a bit. But how have the people of Tamil Nadu taken this? You were constantly, of course, interacting with people, affected people of the water crisis. What have they said on these insensitive words?
Well, we could simply say that the people of Tamil Nadu are more concerned about taking care of the water bodies and maintaining the groundwater. In fact, after this, struggle, people have once again started resorting back to rainwater harvesting techniques. And in various locations, we can even point out, lakes in Tiruvallur, and in Chennai also there is one lake called Chitlapakam Lake, which has been completely negated by the state government. People themselves, they are coming every day, spending almost 1.5 hours, 2 hours to clean those lakes. So that way, people in the state of Tamil Nadu are very conscious about about maintaining water body. But the thing is that the power, authority and the resources are with the state government, who actually, consecutively are not bothered. We have shown repeatedly how water bodies
That's
are
right.
not maintained by the state, but the people definitely are
Right.
trying to do whatever
Pramod,
they
stay
can
with us,
on a
please. We're
collective
getting in
effort
a
to
word here
consider
from the
safeguard.
DMK. Mr. Sarvanan with us on the phone line. Thank you for being with us. Your leader, MK Stalin, of course, has said that they would settle for nothing less than for an apology from Dr. Kiran Bedi. She's tried to now explain after all that backlash that she was trying to actually target the government and all the misgovernance that has caused it. But are you convinced with that explanation?
No, see, this is the usual way Madam Kiran Bedi conducts herself. This is utter cowardice. To talk about a group of people in a language not even known to them. I don't know what she thinks when she tweeted all this. And probably our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, has clearly pointed out that probably this is because the people of Tamil Nadu had defeated BJP. We all know that she is from the BJP. To avenge that, probably that has hit Kiran Bedi, and that is why she had tweeted what she had. And our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, has also demanded an apology from her, and as she has forgotten the fact that she is a responsible constitutional functionary. She can't tweet what she thinks. That is the thing. Then she should resign the post and do all those things in a private capacity. She's a Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, and she has to have some dignity and decorum when she holds the post.
Do you think that the state government should be reacting as strongly as what MK Stalin here has said? There's been a condemnation from certain quarters, but not exactly in asking for an apology, because the words that she used against the people of Tamil Nadu, this was an original tweet that was given out in Hindi, but when translated, it's very simple. She said the people are selfish and cowardly.
See, the Tamil Nadu government, we know, would be scared. Even whoever, if it is from a small functionary from BJP, if they say something against the ADMK government, the ADMK government will be scared to react. That is the kind of subordination they have to the BJP. Today, the same issue has been raised by one of their own ministers. But the speaker disallows that to go into the record books. What does this mean? This means that the ADMK will take any kind of abuse from the BJP, and they don't have any self-respect.
Stay with us. We're going to be getting in more voices. Request you to please hold the line here. Further inputs coming in from our correspondent Pramod there with us. Pramod, following this ugly controversy, in that tweet, she's also tried to throw light on what could have been done by the Tamil Nadu government. She's tried to give examples of what has been done in Puducherry and how this could have successfully been used in Tamil Nadu as well.
It surely is Kiran Bedi could have gone ahead and as a Lieutenant Governor, she could have invited a party from the state of Tamil Nadu to discuss about maintaining water bodies. Those are all constructive criticisms. In fact, the question she's put forward, nobody's actually arguing about that, because everybody has a right to ask the question about how the water bodies were maintained, how Chennai as a city which drowned in 2015 floods is now bone dry. All those questions are pertaining and definitely should be answered. But the way she goes ahead and, trying to link the people also with those who have committed the mistake of not maintaining the water body, that only has backfired right now, because nobody's questioning about her questions about Chennai once being flooded and now dry. The thing is that she should have gone ahead and as Kiran Bedi, she would definitely know what should have been done, because bureaucratically there are so many other ways she could have provided, like bringing out the knowledge or have a discussion. A lot of things are there, but she didn't resort to it, but went to Twitter and gone ahead and tried this thing. That has only backfired now.
Let's also get in a word here from Soundarajan with us on the phone line. Appreciate you being with us. Do you think Dr. Kiran Bedi should have been more sensitive while she was trying to throw light on what the Tamil Nadu government should have been doing in all these months, instead of going ahead and attacking the people of Tamil Nadu as well?
Exactly. Moreover that it's not the people of Tamil Nadu, it's not the government of Tamil Nadu. She should have attacked the central government, which has nominated her as the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. The central government should have ensured that Tamil Nadu should have got its share in Kaveri. 40 TMC feet of water should have been allowed from Karnataka as per the Kaveri Tribunal, Kaveri Management Board order. Not even 1% or 5% of it has reached Tamil Nadu. So it would have been sensible if she had said that the central government should ensure that the people of Tamil Nadu should get their due share, which is their rightful share. And, she would have done with that. It is very insensitive speech that she has made.
What has followed now is also a political blame game at the end of it. It really hasn't helped the situation on ground. We have the principal opposition, the DMK, not just slamming Dr. Kiran Bedi, but slamming the state government as well here, saying that there needs to be a sterner reaction to that. Dr. Kiran Bedi, as the LG of Puducherry, now should need to apologize to the people of Tamil Nadu. Okay, we seem to have lost that line. Our correspondent Pramod getting us those details here. Pramod, have we gotten in a reaction from the Puducherry Chief Minister? Because at the end of the day, the slamming that's coming in for Dr. Kiran Bedi is not just being insensitive with her use of words, but also as interference in another state's functioning altogether.
Well, that's also being put forward by analysts and environmental activists, because the condition of Chennai being dry is not Chennai alone, or it's not Tamil Nadu alone. There are various other states in the India which is also completely going dry. Groundwater level is alarmingly going down. Why hasn't Kiran Bedi commented on that? That's also being put forward. The second thing is that AIDMK is very close niche with BJP, and they were election allies as well. So why not provide them? Now she comes forward and says that she is criticizing the government. If they are the same ally, why is that the Lieutenant Governor couldn't go ahead and talk to them and make sure that these things will not occur? Because everybody, including the people of Tamil Nadu, knew that such a situation would arise back in January itself, because it might, the state government might say that the monsoon has failed, but monsoon failed last year and there was no rain, and knowing that only people were prepared. But still, the major resource is with the state government. All the people can do is go ahead and create rainwater harvest systems in their homes and apartments, but maintaining of large water bodies, the 4 reservoirs of the city, the 210 lakes, the water bodies of the state, all depend falls on the state government. That is why time and again they are being questioned. The only answer the state government is trying to provide is that there is no water scarcity, just water shortage, and everything's being amplified. At least Kiran Bedi tries to criticize it, but trying to blame the people here as well, that has become something that is unacceptable with Tamil Nadu now.
That's right. Sarvanan of the DMK is still with us over the phone line. Appreciate you holding the line there, sir. If we take this remark that is coming from Dr. Kiran Bedi with a pinch of salt, as far as the aspect of people's participation there is concerned, do you feel that there should have been more people's participation in Tamil Nadu, or is it largely entirely dependent on what the state government does here?
See, so far there was no necessity for the people to engage themselves in all these activities. But the inefficiency of this government, the lackadaisical attitude of this government has ensured that it has woken up the people, because this is new for them. This is the first time they've ever felt that they'll have to take up the matters themselves. This has never happened here. Probably they have started doing that. For example, in Pollachi, one of our MPs, Mr. Shanmugaparam, sought permission for desilting the lake. It was not granted. So we had no choice. With all the people who were gathered, we went ahead and desilted the lake. 2 years back, our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, started a similar campaign. It was stalled by the government. But looking at the overflowing response from the people, they had no choice. We desilted all those lakes. Probably this is the way to go forward. There's no point in trusting this government. We thought they will do their duty, but they have not done that. But it doesn't mean that the likes of Kiran Bedi can talk whatever they want. Their responsibility is to get the central funds from the BJP. We have not even got flood relief fund. We have not even got the drought relief fund. Why are they withholding those funds for the people? Instead of criticizing the people here,
Mr. Sarvanan, is it also a question here of taking credit? While she says this, she says while canals in her state area of the Union Territory of Puducherry were cleaned up, beneficiaries on the border adjoining Tamil Nadu there were benefited as well. If one tries to read this between the lines, is she entirely slamming the state government of not encouraging people's participation? Because she's also made that very clear after the backlash, saying that this wasn't her real intent. It was a question of encouraging people's participation.
See, this is not a way to encourage people's participation by denigrating them. They think, but just because she's from North India and speaks the majority language, she can speak whatever she likes against one of a regional people where they speak regional language. Probably this kind of superiority complex is the one which is forcing people like Kiran Bedi to talk what they want. I don't think this is the way to encourage people. The way to encourage people is to have positive thoughts, not by denigrating them.
Pramod, our correspondent there with those details here. Pramod, as a fallout of this tweet here, she said she's welcomed the move now that is taken much belated after much delay in involving NGOs as well to work for that common cause. Is she trying to say that there was zero participation in the past, be it the NGOs or be it the people of the state?
Well, certainly not, because like you said in the earlier beginning itself, like people of Tamil Nadu are very conscious when it comes to maintaining of water bodies. In fact, there are so many NGOs who are fighting corruption within the system as well. The major portion of corruption actually involves with the public work department. Unfortunately, it falls under the chief minister. And until now, like in the past 3 years itself, almost 1,250 crores has been allotted under Kudi Maramat scheme for desilting. What work has been done, we're not exactly sure, because the 4 major reservoirs, we ourselves have showed that there has been no work done, actually consecutive work done over there when it comes to desilting. So certainly, there are so many other lakes. In fact, the actual statement that was probably given by the state government, public work department to the actual High Court, it mentioned on that only 5 lakes are in ready mode right now to actually catch the monsoon rain, other than the 210. So all those things are being exposed by NGOs. The public are also involving. Like I said earlier, the Chitlapakkam Lake, people are actually coming forward and they are cleaning it because they feel that their environment should be clean and they do not want to suffer next year. Everybody in the state of Tamil Nadu, including farmers and everyone, they know that water, groundwater is very much necessary, and so they are working on it. Perhaps it looks like for whatever Kiran Bedi has earlier tweeted, she's trying to pacify it with the kind of explanation provided now. But when it comes to the state of Tamil Nadu, for several years, the people of Tamil Nadu have been very, very conscious about maintaining water bodies.
Right. Well, Pramod, that of course is a very valid point here. This is undoubtedly, justifiably in the defense of the people of Tamil Nadu for what they've been working in the past as far as water conservation here is concerned. Soundarajan still on the line here with us. Soundarajan, in your view, does this also throw light and criticism as far as NGOs in the given sector there are concerned, in having to entirely wait for the state government to push and do some work and not be voluntarily doing something about it on ground for the NGOs here?
No, I think the state government is in a denial mode. First, they have to understand that there is a problem, or agree to what is happening in the field. Without agreeing to that there is a problem, I think the state government will never be able to pull up its socks and do some decent amount of work on the ground. The people of Tamil Nadu, as Pramod said, they are very particular on conserving the water bodies for the past so many years, and especially after Chennai flood, I think this thing that you need to have your water bodies saved. This message has been grasped by the people of Tamil Nadu, and they are ensuring that they will try to do their best in reclaiming the water bodies. But unfortunately, it's the apathy of the state government which is leading to this situation. Plus, as I said earlier, Kiran Bedi, if she's really interested in bringing water to the people of Tamil Nadu, let her talk to the central government who has appointed her, and let the central government ensure that we get 40 TMC of water from Kaveri, which is our right. The Kaveri Management Board has already passed an order to let off 40 TMC of water. If that water comes to us, it will help us the people of Tamil Nadu in meeting the short-term requirements of drinking water.
All right, so you're saying for her to put in a word to the central government, if she's close to the establishment here, for the central government to be helping Tamil Nadu as well. Fair point. Let's also get in Mr. Sudha Ramalingam. lawyer and activist with us on the phone line. Appreciate you being with us, ma'am. In your understanding, what caused this unfair outburst by Dr. Kiran Bedi and not even sparing the people of Tamil Nadu?
I think she is losing her balance and the entire thing, concept of power corrupts or power enters your mind. You start becoming very arrogant is very clearly seen from what she's been doing. From the day she has become the governor of Puducherry, I think she thinks that she is all in all and above all the elected members of the Puducherry state itself. And now she's trying to pick her nose into the Tamil Nadu situation also, which is really unwarranted. However much a person could be educated, still we need to be also humble enough to ensure that you only act within your powers, within with the state where you are nominated to be the governor, not poke your nose into Tamil Nadu's affairs.
Right. Ms. Sudha Ramalingam, is this just about a question of not having to interfere in the affairs of another state? But in following that backlash, she's also given out a very long drawn-out explanation that at the end of the day, it's about even two states, the state and the Union Territory of Puducherry working together, because canals that have been cleaned up in Puducherry are also positively helping the people of Tamil Nadu in the adjoining border areas.
It is really no different, very narrow. There's nothing wrong with riparian states helping each other. But that does not mean that she should
Okay, we seem to have a bad audio connect here with Ms. Sudha Ramalingam. Back with her in just a bit here. But to our correspondent Pramod with those inputs here. Pramod, help us understand what exactly has been the reaction by the state government. There has been absolute outrage as far as the DMK is concerned. But what from the state government here?
Well, I could simply say that the reaction from the state government is that one minister, C.V. Shanmugam, who is the Minister for Law and Prison Affairs, he has condemned the tweet. But other than that, we could not find out any counter outrage, not exactly sure why. Is it because the state government still believes that there's only water shortage and not water scarcity? Is it because of that they want to go very soft on this issue? Or, they are still trying to find out, how they want to condemn it? Not exactly sure. We had the State Assembly today, and the Chief Minister was present along with his cabinet and other ministers, and that's where DMK tried to raise it. DMK definitely has come very strong against it, only on the particular clause that the Kiran Bedi mustn't have called the people of Tamil Nadu as a coward and selfish. She has tried to provide an explanation claiming that she was only talking about the bureaucrats. She is actually the Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory. So there are various other ways for her to communicate it. It's not like she's excommunicado with the actual system. So there are many other ways she can actually provide them with explanation or kind of guidance. And definitely the Chief Minister will definitely accept any kind of guidance from the Lieutenant Governor from Puducherry because of the political alliance. But still, she went ahead and tried to give out a tweet like this, and she's providing an explanation which is kind of contradictory. But still, for now, only DMK and the opposition has provided a major condemnation against this tweet and not the ruling party.
Right. Okay. Yes, one of our viewers is calling in, Mr. Vijay Raghavan from Bengaluru. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening. This is Brigadier Raghavan. I just thought the views expressed blaming the citizens is atrocious, because in Tamil Nadu, at least, I can say with a certain amount of confidence that all the children are taught to conserve water right from the time they are born and they go through an education. So, for somebody to blame the citizens, I think it's outrightly outlandish. I would probably say it is the awareness that is more important, that people are conscious of the fact that water has become a scarce commodity and it should become a people's movement. As it happens in any walk of life, it is the politicians who are giving their approvals for multi-storied flats all across Chennai, Bangalore, everywhere, which is adding to the problems, not the people. But I'm sure because of the scarcity problem in Chennai, which was hit.
All right, we appreciate that view coming in, Brigadier. Thanks for taking out the time, calling us in with a very informed view with one of our viewers here saying that it is unfair to blame the people because he's of course given the example of a city of Bengaluru, which also faces water shortage time and again, and it is part of your upbringing, part of your living to respect water, to be conserving water, to be saving water. Same would go for the people of Tamil Nadu as well. It is insulting, it is unfair to have someone holding position, holding office, someone like Dr. Kiran Bedi, to not just be slamming the government, but to be insulting the people as well. And insulting those very people who are suffering from this crisis, from this scarcity on a daily basis. Thank you for being with me.